Hi there. I took the time to put together the Zen driver circuit. This is it, and I've just tested it out, put a battery on it, put outputs on it, and it sounds terrible, really bad. Um, it's picking up all the ambient sort of electrical noises. This is a USB lamp. I've got my soldering iron there, which when the light flashes to say it's in standby, it puts a big beep over this. It's terrible. I know it's not in a case or anything, but it's picking up everything in the ambient. And when I play a guitar through it, there's a lot of humming in the background. I've checked all the earths, I've checked the wiring and everything. It's as the circuit. There's definitely no mistakes in the circuit, but it's just not driving. Not driving the input enough. It's not giving enough drive on there. I think I'm going to not bother with this really. I could obviously modify the op amp a bit, change the resistance values so that it has more gain, and I could try it that way. I might well do that before I take this completely apart, but it's not, something's not right with this. It could be the circuit that I found online. It was one of these ones, the Vera board type ones, and it was a certified design of the Zen driver. This is a prototype board, but it doesn't make any difference. It's definitely correct. I've checked and double checked the circuit, but it does sound absolutely terrible. So I'm not going to go any further with this one at the moment. This one, the OCD, which I've still got in the breadboard, is I think going to be the base for my new pedal, and I'm going to improve upon this quite a lot. There's a lot I can do to it. There's different types of clipping. At the moment this has got similar clipping to the Zen driver. It's got the MOSFET clipping, but it's in a different way. It's a different application. The different circuits. I'm going to look, find out why this Zen driver sounds so awful, why it's got no real gain through it. See if I can improve on that, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it because this should be the base of what I'm going to make. That's my pedal that I made the other day, just scrawled on it in pen. I haven't done the graphics properly, but this is my Delatronics Delay Modulation 1 pedal, DDM1 pedal, and it sounds great. If you look at my videos that I did on this, on part 4, you can see it all closed up, working perfectly. I'm very happy with this pedal. So I'm hoping this distortion pedal will turn out just as good, and I can use them all in my guitar rig. I mean, none of these are going to replace my Eventide Space that I've got, because that is a tremendous pedal, but just for rehearsing and knocking around in, to have a nice analog sounding delay like this, like a tape echo, is pretty good, and also a nice sort of analog warm distortion is a good thing to have. So this is why I'm doing this. Now, all of these pedals that I've built, I've put them all through LT Spice. So I've done the circuit diagram, put it all in LT Spice, and I've actually simulated the output of these circuits, all of these circuits, including the Zen drive, through LT Spice. And the way you do that is you put a wave file in to the circuit on the input, and then you read the wave file and hear it on the output of the circuit. Now that's entirely possible to do in a circuit simulation like that, and I've got a video up explaining how I did that and how it's possible. And that is a great feature of LT Spice. That means that any pedal that you design, be it flanger, chorus, distortion, whatever, you can actually put a wave file of say you can strum a guitar or play a few notes on the guitar, put that into a wave file, then put that through the LT Spice simulation and then hear what it actually sounds like. Now the Zen drive, when I put it through the LT Spice, it was very, very low output. So I wasn't at all surprised that when I actually put it together in real life, it's low output. The other pedal that I displayed, the Sweet Honey Overdrive, I couldn't get it to sound clean. It's very spluttery and distorted, which is similar to what it sounded when I actually put it together, but not entirely like that. It was a little bit better than that, but it was too clean and I don't know, I didn't like the tone of it. This OCD sounded the best through LT Spice, and it sounded the best put together. It sounded warm with the MOSFETs, distortion type, tube type distortion on there, and you could clean it up with the tone control so it sounded a little bit more crunchy, and plenty of range on the drive. So this definitely is by far the best I've tried. Now I have been looking into these for a long time, and I've simulated other pedals like the Marshall Blues Breaker. I've simulated the Boss Overdrive pedals, the OD1, the OD2. I've simulated HM2, quite a lot of other drives. I spent quite a lot of time on these pedals, and I whittled it down really to the OCD, which sounded really good, the Sweet Honey Overdrive, which was all right, and the Zen driver, I liked it because it's so simple, but there's something not working on there, right? So either I can fault find this and make it better, or I'll just abandon it. Probably abandon it actually. But yeah, so there we go. So I have tried things in LT Spice before I've gone and done it. If anyone watching this video has got any suggestions as to what could be a good pedal to simulate, it doesn't take all that long to bung all the components on a breadboard and do everything, you know. This little module I've built here is basically takes the negative and positive for a battery and splits it as well, so you've got a half voltage there, 4.5, all on this board. Plus on this board you have the input and output jack and the LED to say that it's on. So this is quite a useful addition to the breadboard that I just whacked together myself, and yes, all fun and games, all fun and games. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video and maybe learnt something from it and learnt all the pitfalls, etc. For now I'm just going to continue working on this OCD, make it into something different, because I don't like sort of copy cloning pedals. That's not the idea of it. I've got the money to buy a proper OCD, shop bought one, but the idea is to make something that is your own, with your own little design traits in it. So that's what I'm going to endeavour to do in the next few days, and once I get it all together, I'm happy with it, I'll make another video, and then I'll put it in a box just like this, and yeah, see how it goes. I mean, to be honest with you, I've got my Eventide space pedal is so good for reverb, delays, anything you want really, that none of these pedals I'm building are going to replace that Eventide. I've got an SPX, a Yamaha SPX 900 as well. I've got VST effects as well. I've got a lot in the way of effects. This is more like a sort of a hobby in a way, but this sounds really good. This delay pedal sounds really like a Space Echo. So and I've enjoyed making this. The distortion pedal is going to be warm. It's going to be something that probably the Eventide won't be able to reproduce. So I'm going for some analog sounding pedals which I can't produce digitally from any other pedal on the market. That's the idea. Whether it will work or not, I don't know. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching. Any suggestions as to what other pedals I could try, send them in, and perhaps I'll make a video of them. Thanks a lot for watching.